This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back with more Hakuōki stories of the Shinsengumi. In the last episode, our main character got attacked by the Furies, and Sanan almost attacked her as well, but was stopped at the last minute. But that even wasn't worth saying. Ito, one of the I wouldn't say owners, but like co-runners of the Shinsengumi, saw what happened and decided to flee from such savages, taking some of the men from the Shinsengumi and some of the main characters with him as well. And now we've just found out about it. We're stuck in a rut. How will we deal with it? Let's find out.
伊藤さんについていくそうだよ。驚いたね。
Yeah, they're leaving with Ito. I confess, I'm rather surprised. No. Then, would that mean I could never see them again?
案ずることはない。言っただろう。これは友好的な関係を前提とした分離だ。
Don't worry. Remember what I said? We're going to keep relations amicable between our two organizations. Kondo. It was kind of him to try and comfort me, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something terrible was going to befall the Shinsengumi and its members.
そうは言っても、今後はエジと新選組大使との交流は禁止するつもりだろう?
You aren't going to let the men interact with the guard, though, right? Guard the Guard. Short for the Guardians of the Imperial Tomb, the organization formed by Ito when he broke from the Shinsengumi. The expression on his face was likely a mirror of my own.
当然だ。これ以上あいつらの好き勝手にさせるつもりはねえからな。
Of course not. He gets to leave, but that doesn't mean I'm going to let him get away with whatever he wants. Yeah, but is this really okay? Ito and the others leaving, I mean?
伊藤派が抜けたところで困ることはない。
Ito and his men leaving isn't a problem. Ichika's voice was flat, but unconcerned.
ま、平助と斎藤も一緒だっていうのは少しばかり計算外だったかな。
Although I was a little surprised that Hisuke and Saito decided to go with that snake.
少しどころではないな。
I would say it was more than a little. From there, the conversation moved into a discussion of politics and the like, and that was beyond my ability. I can't handle politics; it's too confusing. And what could I have said anyway? The decision had already been made. There was nothing I could have said to change it. I got up quietly and left the common room. I never thought something like this could happen. I was especially worried about dun dun dun. The guards are the soldiers. Let's find out. Odd. I'm worried about the soldiers. What about the feelings of those who were left behind? I wanted to know how the people in the Shinsengumi felt about Ito and his followers leaving. I decided to ask. Alright. Oh, here we go again. Someone high-ranking, someone neutral, someone close to the people who are leaving. Got a 3. Guy, I keep getting the middle options. Someone neutral. If I wanted a fair assessment, I needed to talk to a neutral party. And my best guess, that would mean Okita. Nope, apparently I'm going to be getting his ending, because apparently all my roles seem to be surrounding that. But he was close to Kondo and Hijikata, of course, but he seemed to stay largely aloof from political disputes. Perhaps he'd be able to give me a rational explanation. All right, Okita's room it is.
ああ、雪村君。どこに行くんだ?
Oh, Yukimura, were you going somewhere? Yes, I was going to see Okita.
彼に何か用なのか?
You need something from him? Yes, I suppose. I wanted to ask him something. Do you know where he is?
多分中庭じゃないかな。
I think he's over in the courtyard. Thanks. I'll go see him if I can.
昨日の今日なんだから、君もあまり無理はするな。
Just don't forget you were here last night. You can't push yourself too hard. Oh no, he's a ninja. That's the voice I'm going to. Just as Yamazaki had said, Okita was in the courtyard. He stood gazing out across the garden. In a way, he looked more like an innocent child than Soji Okita, feared Ronin of Kyoto. Wait, is he? I thought he was a samurai. Whatever. Okita?
参ったな。こんなに近づかれるまで気がつかなかったなんて。
Damn, I didn't even sense your presence until you said something. I must be getting rusty. He laughed like a child caught in a prank.
これじゃ何かあった時、 僕が切る前に君に切られちゃいそうだね。
At this rate, you'll kill me before I kill you. Please don't joke like that. I know you're not feeling well.
軽い咳は出るけどね。こんなのは何でもないよ。それより君のこと。
So I've got a bit of a cough. Doesn't mean anything. Anyway, what'd you need?
何か話があってきたんでしょ?
Well, I don't think you came here to lecture me on my health. You want something. Oh, right. I heard that Ito and some of the men are leaving, so... Did you hear that Saito and Hisuke are going with them too?
聞いたよ。次に会うときは殺し合いかな。
Yeah, next time we run into him, we'll probably have to kill each other. He said it so casually that for a moment I was at another loss for words. Kill each other? Are you serious? This is Hisuke and Saito we're talking about.
もちろん彼らが敵にならないのなら切る必要はないけどね。でももし新選組の敵になるのなら容赦はしない。
Well, if they aren't my enemies, I probably won't have to kill them, but if they end up fighting the Shinsengumi, they won't be getting any favors from me. But you've been friends for so long.
僕らは人斬り集団の新選組だから。仲良しとか気が合う仲間だったとか、そういうのはどうでもいいことだよ。
Maybe, but we're killers first and friends second. The Shinsengumi isn't a social club. If we get along, that's great, and ultimately it doesn't matter.
それが僕の仕事だしね。
That's my job, anyways. My wounds healed completely soon afterwards, but I kept the bandages on. I got plenty of questions about how I was recovering, but the best I could do was nod, smile, and assure them that I was fine. The truth was, I didn't even have a scar. I couldn't have pointed out where my arm had been cut if someone had asked me. When Ito and his followers, now the guardians of the Imperial Tomb, left, the compound seemed suddenly very empty. I felt like the Shinsengumi was falling apart around me, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. Was there nothing more than a natural result of the Shinsengumi's growth, or the harbinger of something far greater and more terrible? July 1867. New York, 3 a.m. I should go to sleep. As if chiding myself would help. My mind was wide awake. I wasn't falling asleep anytime soon. But why? I was nervous, and certainly I'd trained early that day, but neither of those was anything new. I needed to get some sleep soon, or I'd oversleep in the morning, and that would be embarrassing. As I forced my eyes shut for the 1000th time, I heard the door to my room slide open. Are you awake? Yes? The voice outside belonged to Hijikata. I scrambled to my feet. What is it? You have a visitor. A visitor? Who'd come to visit me? You'll see. Hurry up. Right. I shuffled down the hallway after him and burst into the common room. Kondo, Okuda, Harada, Nagakura, all of the top men in the Shinsengumi were there, and so was someone else. Hello, Inada. How are you? Oh. Hello, Inada. How are you doing? I had to get her voice down. Sen? My visitor was Sen? We met in Kyoto proper some time ago. She was near my age, but had a unique and overwhelming personality which had allowed her to see right through my disguise. But why had she come to the Shinsengumi? Oh, hello. Hot ninja chick. Here we go. Except it's a female focus, a focus on a female MC towards male characters that she has interest in, so I'm surprised to see something like this. Only then did I notice a beautiful woman dressed as a ninja seated next to Sen. Oh yes, she's with me, my bodyguard, one might say. Bodyguard? They answered nothing and only prompted more questions. The captains kept silent, content to simply observe our conversation. Whatever was about to transpire, it seemed they intended to leave the decision to me. So, Sen, why are you here? I've come to take you. That had not been on the short list I'd begun to compile of reasons Sin had sought my company in the middle of the night. A quick glance around the room revealed that it had not been on anyone else's either. Pardon, I don't understand what you're saying.
まだ状況を理解していないのね。でも心配しないで。私を信じて。
No, what you don't understand is the situation, but you needn't worry. You do trust me, don't you? I certainly didn't suspect her of anything untowards, but...
時間がありません。すぐにここを出る準備をしてください。
There's no time. We must make preparations to leave immediately. Silent until that moment, the woman at Sin's elbow finally spoke. Wait, hold on. Why should I go with you?
そうだぜ。わけがわからねえ。いきなり訪ねてきて合わせろって言い出し。
Yeah, that's a damn good question. You just barge in here and ask to see her and spring this on us?
合わせたらいきなり連れてくだ。頼むから。俺らにも理解できるように説明してくんねえか。
I think it's about time you told us what the hell's going on here. Please, Sin. I didn't let my gaze waver from her eyes.
そうね。じゃあ、順を追って説明しましょう。
Yeah, I do suppose you have a point. Very well, I shall begin at the beginning. She cast her gaze around the room. This explanation was not simply for my benefit.
あなたたち、風間を知っていますよね。何度か刃を交えていると聞きました。
You're familiar with Kazuma, yes? I heard you've crossed swords with him once or twice.
なんでそのことを知ってる？
How do you know that?
この今日で起きていることはだいたい耳に入ってくるのです。
Well, I hear most of the things that happen in Kyoto, eventually.
なるほど。お前も奴らと似たようなうさんくさい一味だってことか。
You are something like Kazuma and his punks, aren't you?
あんなのと一緒にされると困るんだけど。でも、遠からずかしら。
I'd rather not prefer to be associated with his ilk, but yes, in a sense, you are correct.
はい。風間の話だったな。
Fine, you were talking about Kazuma.
あいつは池田や金門の変、二条城と何度も俺たちの前に現れている薩長の仲間だろう。
He showed up at Akidia, Hamaguri, and Nijo. He's got something to do with Satsuma and Choshu, doesn't he?
仲間っていうより、彼らは彼らで何か目的があるみたいだったけどね。
Well, most of the time it seemed like he was there for his own reasons, not any kind of domain politics.
どっちにしても、奴らは新選組の敵だ。
Either way, he's an enemy of the Shinsengumi.
では、彼らの狙いが彼女だということも。
Then you're also aware that he is pursuing your lady friend here. Sin gestured at me for the captain's benefit, then fixed me with a level stare. What's going on? This was getting stranger and stranger, and I was starting to think I didn't really want to know the rest of the story.
承知している。彼らは自らを鬼と名乗っている。信じているわけではないが。
We are aware of that. We are also aware that Kazuma and his compatriots called themselves demons. Not that we're inclined to believe such a claim, of course.
ですが、信じるしかないでしょうね。3人が3人とも人間離れした使い手ですから。
Regardless, we must consider it. They have demonstrated several times they have the strength and skill beyond any human.
面白いな。三男さんがそういうこと言うんだ。
Guess you'd know, huh, Sanan? The room grew slightly more uncomfortable. I didn't think Okita had meant to offend with his remarks, but... So, go on, Sin.
彼らが鬼という認識はあるんですね。ならば、話は早いです。
Ah, then you know they are demons. Excellent. That will save me some time, then.
実を申せば、この私も実は人ではありません。
I am also not a human. I am also not a human either. I am also a demon. Yeah, because that's just expected to be agreed upon. It's like, sure, you're a demon. Oh, whatever. No, I'm just kidding. A demon? Sen was a demon?
本来の名は千姫と申します。
I am in fact a princess, Princess Sin. Princess Sin, an acquaintance of the heroine. They first met each other in Kyoto. She says she's a demon. Cuckoo! No, I'm just kidding. With that, she gave us an elegant bow, exactly like one might expect from a princess.
私は聖姫様に代々仕えている忍びの家のものでございます。
I come from a family of ninjas who have served Princess Sin and her family for generations. I can't really do deep, sexy female voices.
やけにあいつがいいと
Sorry,
思ってたが、てめえの狙いは最初から新選組の情報を仕入れることか。
I'd wondered why you were being so friendly. You were gathering information on the Shinsengumi.
さあ、何のことにござりましょう。
I have no idea what you mean. She tilted her head to the side politely and met Hijikata's glare with an innocent smile. Is she like that courtesan that they were mentioning? That's what she's pretending to be or something? I don't know. That's another story we didn't even. You know her?
よく見ろ、新八。君菊さんだ。島原で会った時と服装は違うが、顔は同じだろう。
Okay, so she is a high-ranking courtesan. Thought so. Move your eyes up about 6 inches. I wonder what he was staring at. Move your eyes up 6 inches, Senpachi. That's Kimigiku. She's dressed a little differently from when we met her at Shimbara, but that's her face, alright. Kimigiku. Her work as a Shimabara courtesan was only a cover. Her true role was that of a spy and bodyguard for Princess Sen.
No.
What? Oh, sorry. Nagakura nearly fell over in shock. After recovering, he made a great show of staring pointedly at Kimigiku's face. For his effort, he received a smile identical to the one Hijikata had received.
この国には古来から鬼が存在していました。幕府や諸藩の上位の立場の者は知っていたことです。
We demons have lived in this country since a very long time ago. The top officials in the shogunate and many of the domains already know of us. It was still something of a shock, but after meeting Kazuma and her companions, it was somewhat easier to accept Sen's explanation as the truth.
ほとんどの鬼たちは人々と関わらず、ただ静かに暮らすことを望んでいました。ですが、
Most demons had no interest in human affairs and preferred to be left alone, to go about their own affairs in peace.
鬼の強力な力に目をつけた時の権力者は自分に力を貸すように求めました。
However, humans in positions of power saw that they might achieve great things with the assistance of demons, and so demanded that assistance. And did the demons obey?
多くの者は拒みました。人間たちの争いに、彼らの野心に、なぜ自分たちが加担しなければならないのかと。
God, I can't tell when they're going to end sometimes. Many did not. They felt they had no obligation to involve themselves in human affairs. Human ambition meant nothing to them.
そうして断った場合、圧倒的な兵力が押し寄せて、村落が滅ぼされることさえあったのです。
But when they refused, the human lords were furious. They sent out great armies to destroy the villages of the demons. How horrible.
鬼の一族は次第に各地に散り散りになり、隠れて暮らすようになりました。
The demon clans scattered across the country and were perforce sent into hiding.
人との交わりが進んだ今では、血筋の良い鬼の一族はそう多くはありません。
No longer isolated in their own communities, demons began to mate with humans. These days, there are a few demons who can claim a pure bloodline.
それがあの風間たちだということかな。
And I assume Kazuma is one of these. Sen nodded.
今、西国で最も大きく血筋の良い鬼の家といえば、薩摩の後ろ盾を得ている風間家です。棟梁は風間千景。
Currently, the largest pureblood family in the west is Kazama, who have the support of the Satsuma domain. The head of that family you've already met, Shikage Kazuma. Shikage Kazuma?
そして、東側で最も大きな家は雪村家。
In the east, the largest family is the Yukimura. What?
雪村家は滅んだと聞いています。ですが、その子はその生き残りではないか。私はそう考えています。
I had heard that the Yukimura family had been destroyed. but it would seem there's a survivor. That survivor is her. Dun dun dun, we're a demon. Tried to slap my face there, not very hard though.
あなたには特別強い鬼の力を感じるの?
Well, she doesn't have much power, even though you say she does, at least according to the whole game. Hinata, the blood that runs in your veins is pure and strong. I sense great power from you. No way, but...
あなたは鬼なの? ごめんね。これは間違いないの?
No, you are very much a demon. I apologize, but there it is. Protagonist 2. The main character was informed by Princess Sin that she is a demon. Dun dun dun. The finality of her words brought a cold silence to the room. I had no desire to believe her story, but the more I thought back to events that seemed utterly nonsensical, the more it made sense. Now I knew why Kazuma was after me and why I always healed so much more quickly than anyone else.
純血の鬼の子孫であれば、風間が求めるのも道理です。
If Hinata is indeed the descendant of a pure-blood demon, then Kazuma's desire for her is clear. He wants to jump her demon bones.
より強い鬼の子が生まれるのですから。
Should two pure-bloods mate, they'll produce an even more powerful demon. Damn, he wants to get jiggy with her, but only for her offspring. Ah, so he wants her for his bride.
風間は必ず奪いに来るでしょう。
After a fashion, yeah, Kazuma will definitely return for her.
今のところ本気で仕掛けてきてはいないようですが、遊びがいつまで続くかはわかりません。
Thus far, he's been content to toy with you, but I cannot guess for how much longer that may be.
そうなった時、あなたたちが守りきれるとは思わない。
Should he devote all of his formidable abilities to the task, I do not think you'll be able to protect her.
たとえ新選組だろうと、鬼の力の前では無力です。
Even the Shinsengumi cannot stand against the true power of a demon. I'm a freaking demon! Oh, sorry, wrong game.
無力ってのは言い過ぎなんじゃねえか?
Whoa there, princess. You don't think that's going a bit far?
新八の言う通りだ。そいつはちっとばかし俺たちを見くびりすぎだぜ。
Shinpachi's right. You aren't giving us enough credit.
今まで戦うことができたのは彼らが本気ではなかったからです。
The only reason you're still alive is because Kazuma and his companions have not turned the full strength on you.
本気になってもらおうじゃありませんか。本物の鬼の力見せていただきたいものですね。
Then let them. I should dearly like to see the power of a true demon. Sanan. Kazuma and his friends had already demonstrated incredible strength, and even the captains of Shinsengumi had been easily brushed aside. If that was not even their full extent of their strength, then a battle to the death against one of them would be.
言っておくが、ここは身風呂と言われた新選組だ。
Let me make it clear, lady. We are the Shinsengumi, the Wolves of Mibu. Wolves of Mibu, nickname given to the men who would later become the Shinsengumi. It was both a reference to their reputation and an alternate spelling of the original name, Miburo, which means Roman of Mibu.
鬼の一匹や二匹相手にしたってびくともしねえんだよ。
We're not going to piss ourselves over a demon or two.
そうですね。こっちだって泣く子も黙る鬼副長が率いてますからね。
Very true. Besides, we got the demon himself in command, don't we?
お前は一言二言多いんだよ。
Always have to have the last word, don't you?
お気持ちはよくわかりますが、実際にはそう簡単でないことは分かっているのでしょう。
I understand how you feel, but you must realize that these men are unlike any foe you ever faced before. How bad of a foe are Kazuma and his ilk, and what are we going to do about the situation we've been in? We found out we're a freaking demon. What does that mean for us in our relationship with the Shinsengumi and Princess Sin? Will we be given the choice to go with her, or will we stick with our companions? Find out in the next episode of Hakuōki, Stories of the Shinsengumi. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode.